The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the give, this is Harris. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Love now. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd down and 8. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Down right around the 25. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. On 4th down, Love. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Team set to go as they will kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. With Harris out of the shotgun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charger have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Following the interception, Love. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 20-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down going to the air with Love. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Jones. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Jones again, but he will not not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Love. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and a yard, Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Black 20. Coming to the side. I'm coming to the side. 26 Matt. 26 Matt. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Right there, in the middle, 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike,
Love now to pass on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Love. He hits Adams complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here we go. Check, 93's the mic. Green, black ultra. Let's go, charge. Hey, blue. 93's the mic. Hey, that QB's trapped.
To throw now, here's Love. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 40 now on second down. Love drops this off with Nwangu. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down, Love to pass. He'll let this go for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Love. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Touchdown, Packers! Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it is 28-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
26 Mac, 26 Mac.
Now Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Zadarius Smith, second-team All-Pro last year, in on the tackle. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Alert, alert. 52, by 52. Quick talk.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Hey, it's our house. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42. What we got, what we got, what we got?
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Roethlisberger will throw. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 70 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Let's get it. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here we go, D.
2nd and 5 now. Love, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The end result, 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Check 99, check 99. Low ball. 26 mark. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 26 mark, 26 mark. No chance. Check. Check hot, bro. Hot, hot.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Love, they go play action now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Love. Looking deep for Adams.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Stokes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, this defense, man. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. He's got Smith-Schuster. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Love looking to throw it. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Stokes. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Packers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire...
Only religion was...
I'm ready for more. If you fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war.